Okay, this is a follow-up video to the nutrition challenge video that I posted earlier. This is just kind of some more information. People asked a bunch of questions, so we're just kind of going to review some things. So these are the trays that we have. You guys have already seen them. We actually have bigger ones coming because these were like 32 ounces or something like that. So these other ones are a little bit bigger. So we'll have those. What we're going to do is just give one to each person who's doing the nutrition challenge. They're about $1 a piece, so we'll just give you guys one each. If you want more than that, then you'll just give us $1 and we'll give you another one. That way just everyone at least has one to kind of do their measurements. As far as the pricing, it's going to be $30 per person, and we'll do the same thing as always. We're going to have 2 winners. We'll do measurements and take pictures, and then we'll do number of points, and the person with the highest points and the person with the best measurements will be the 2 different winners, and you'll just get a cash prize, just kind of how I always do, maybe some other stuff there. So $30 per person. A couple of things people asked me about that we're just going to kind of go over. We said that we wanted $0 snacks, but a bunch of people complained about it, so we are going to do 1 snack per day, just one. As far as that snack, it is going to be only protein and veggies only. That's the only thing you can have in the snack. So as far as an example would be something like beef jerky and then your veggies, right? We can't do any carbs, so no fruits, no sweet potatoes or squash or anything like that. Got to be veggies only, and then protein. The protein needs to be smaller than the size of your fish, so I can't have a whole bag of jerky. And also, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but just to kind of review here, the snack shouldn't last 5 hours. You're not going to eat a whole thing of jerky throughout the 5 hours between breakfast and lunch. The snack is just a snack. It's a meal. You sit down, you eat it, that's it. So if I got myself, you know, jerky that was, I don't know, a couple ounces smaller than my fist, and I wanted to eat that for my snack, I'd have that my veggies, and that's my snack. I can't make the jerky last 5 hours. Does that make sense? It should, hopefully. As far as minus points, there will be minus points, and these will be pretty simple. So we had how you get points, and how you get point is by eating real food. So that would just be, you know, stuff that's not processed, a bag or box. Not too much, which is we don't go back for seconds on the meals. Mostly plants, which is I'm eating veggies at every meal. And then we had sleeping 7+ hours and working out. So you get a total of 5 points per day. So your minus points will be if you don't eat all of your servings. So if you're a woman that has to eat 3 of these per day and you only eat 2, you minus a point. We're not trying to starve ourselves here, believe it or not. You actually should be full from eating this. You shouldn't be starving. You should be able to eat these. Guys, it's 4. So we already know if I'm over 165, I'm having 4. If I'm under 165, I'm having 3. I gotta eat at least 3 of those or 4 of those a day, or I'm gonna get minus 1 point. The other one is not eating real food, which would be a cheat meal. So yes, you can have a cheat meal. I don't care if you have a cheat meal, but it's just going to be minus a point for not having a cheat meal. If you have 2 cheat meals, if you cheat at lunch and dinner, or you have a cheat meal that lasts like 5 hours, right? Those would be considered more than 1 cheat. That would be like 2 cheat meals. That would be minus 2 points. So each meal that's not real food is considered minus 1 point. So if I cheat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I only have 3 meals that day and they're all cheats, that's minus 3 points, okay? So that's how you'll get it for not eating real food. If you didn't eat mostly plants, meaning you didn't have veggies at every single meal, that is minus a point. So if I have a meal of breakfast where I don't have some veggies in there, that's minus 1 point. Not too much, so snacking more than once or going back for seconds, that's minus a point. And then if you sleep less than 7 hours per day, that's minus a point. And then well, we already talked about cheating. We'll write this out in paper form too, but just so you kind of have an idea. A lot of people have complained about how you're going to have a hard time eating veggies for breakfast. Well, then your only other option is you have your snack for breakfast, so you have some sort of protein and just your protein there, and that's your snack. And then later on in the day you can have a full meal, and that would be considered your first meal of the day, if you want to do that. A good way to kind of think of this, to kind of give you guys an idea, is just make it simple, right? It should not be too hard. So something simple is I can have my protein, and maybe we just do some protein powder, and you have a little bit of ham on the side, let's say, and then my carbs can be some fruits, and then I put some veggies in there, and I make myself a shake, and that's my breakfast shake, right? As long as it fills up the carbs here, and I fill up some of my veggies, or maybe I just put part of the veggies in there for the shake and eat the other ones like normal food. That's something you can do for breakfast. You can do eggs for breakfast. You don't have to make this thing hard. It can be pretty simple. If I want to do some sort of spaghetti, I could have this one be with my meat, this one filled up with spaghetti squash, and then I have my veggies, and there's my spaghetti with spaghetti squash instead of noodles, and I can have my veggies. It's easy enough. As far as we're doing points, you have a max of 33 points per week. So all that means is if you do everything we did, eat real food, not too much, mostly plants, sleep 7 hours, work out, that's 5 points. You can have a total of 5 workout days per week. We don't want you guys working out every single day of your life and killing yourselves just to get an extra point. So a max of 5 points per week for working out. So if I do that for 5 days, that would give me 25 points. Well, the other 2 days I can't get working out points, so I can get a max of 4 points. So 25 plus 8 is 33. That's the total amount, max amount of points you can get per week. People have asked about cheese or milk or protein powder or stuff like that. So what we're allowing here is for cheese, milk, and something like almond milk, you get a max of 1 cup per day, the entire day. So if you want to have milk for breakfast, you only get a cup. So you can have a cup of normal milk and a cup of almond milk, so that would be 2 cups total, and that's the only thing you can drink. And then you can also have a cup of cheese per day, but just know all of these are on protein. They're not really carbs, they're protein, so we're just allowing 1 cup. If you want to do protein powder, you can. Do not be obsessed and have the protein powder replacing food. Real food is the best thing. So if you're having protein powder for breakfast and then you're having it for a snack and then you want to have it for dinner, you're kind of missing the point of what we want to do. We want to eat real food, and protein powder is generally not real food, so we'd only like to limit that to 1 serving of protein powder per day. Whether that means 1 scoop or 2 scoops, whatever scoop you're doing, just 1 serving, meaning you can only drink the protein powder once. So it's either after your shake, after you work out, or it's for your breakfast shake, or it's for midnight or a night snack, whatever. So that's what we're doing. So we'll write this all out in form, but just to give you guys another heads up, that's what we got.